What is up, guys? Talking with Tonka, episode 18. Sorry for the week off, unexpected, but we are back, better than ever. This week, we got guest host Benihana. What up, Ben?
What's up?
What's up? What's up? And then we got guest Christopher Quigley, a.k.a. DJ Quigs, a.k.a. my nickname for him, Quiggles. What up, dude?
Yo, what's going on? How you doing?
How you doing? You know where that comes from, Ben?
Nah.
You know Little Mo on Instagram? That big fat Italian guy. He goes around doing food reviews.
Yeah, you'll have to show me.
Yeah, he goes, how you doing? How you doing? Your sister's ass. So it's funny. We have a shore house now. Me, Smooth, and Frank, a bunch of guys. We tried getting you in on it, Quigs. But you know, you're too busy for us. So I set up the internet, right? So I created the router's name is how you doing, right? The password is your sister's ass. thought that was very appropriate for our house because that's what we do. You know.
Oh yeah.
So how was your day, Quigs? What have you been up to?
Good, going good.
Yeah.
Yeah, going good.
Yeah. What about you, Ben? You still on jury duty?
Yeah, I still have that. Today was work though.
Oh, okay. he's in like a. Explain to Quigs. I don't think he might have heard that episode.
Yeah, it's like a statewide investigative grand jury. So, you hear about multiple cases, and it's 1 week a month for at least a year and a half, and then at the year and a half mark, we all vote to decide if we want to do another 6 months extension. But yeah, it's like.
So is that a random selection?
That was random. Yeah.
So you went into that room and they selected you for it.
It's all drawn by numbers. So same way like you would have regular jury duty selection.
Yeah.
That's what happened. I just they take from different districts. So like I was part of like 200 and something people from like the Philly district. That got out of that group, it was like 70 or 75 that got pooled together, and then we got combined with another district. So there was like, let's say 140 people. From that 140, they picked 50, and then from that 50, they picked whatever, I'm not sure, it was like 30 something for this group. So it was like a series of these things. So I don't know.
That's fucking wild.
Yeah, I was just in disbelief the whole time. Like when they called my number, I was like trying to look at it different ways, but it was like a 12, so there's no way I could misconstrue it. And I was just like, I got picked. Like it's.
So when I went once, it was for one trial only. So did they, when they sent you the jury duty notice, did you know that that's what you were going in for?
It was not really, because you don't really pay attention. It was a different color mailing thing.
So it wasn't the white with the green. It's like white with green.
Yeah, it was like purple maybe or something. It was a different color. It had a different title, but I didn't really pay attention. I was just like, whatever this is.
Cool. See you there.
Yeah. So it's different. It's different in the sense of like we're not determining whether or not someone's guilty. We're just like determining what charges to bring about like an organization or whatever's going on. So
you ever have jury duty, Quigs?
I have, but never like that. I don't think I ever got picked.
No,
I don't know how I would react to getting picked for a whole year.
I was in a room and it was packed. Like people were standing up. It was so packed. I like offered my seat to an old lady because that's how packed it was, right? Yeah. So I filled out the paperwork, whatever, and then they asked you questions like. On these sheets, like if this person's a rapist and blah 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 blah, like how would you react or something? It was something like that, and I was like, this dude legitimately was a pedophile, the one dude. So they had to ask us questions on if we would be fair or not. If an uncle is raping like his niece, I'm not going to be fair. Like you're a scumbag. What the fuck do you want me to say to that? Yeah, like you're a scumbag. Yeah. You're an absolute scumbag. So I'm like. I just was truthful. I was like, no, I would not be able to be fair. This dude's a scumbag. You know what I mean? But my number lasted to like the final cut.
Wow.
Like I was there for 9 hours, basically. Like the next group, like if I was picked, I would have had to go to the courtroom for like the selection process, right? If that's what they were basically narrowing it down for is like selection, right? And I was like, there's no way I can make this, right? I was being brutally honest in all these things, and I was like, oh, I would love to know what happened to that guy. I don't remember his name. They didn't tell us names, but I was like, geez, man, like I can only imagine what you're sitting through. Federal, geez.
Yeah, it's because they're not going after. I mean. All the people that they're looking at and stuff like that, they all have a rap sheet, like so they could be charged on any one of those crimes, but they're trying to like go after the organization like as a whole. So it's like more of like these giant kind of investigations that they're doing.
Yeah,
they're
I know you can't get in specifics, but man,
no.
I can't wait till you can talk about it. Make sure you're talking a little bit into the mic there, Benny. You're a little low. I don't know why. Your mic's messed up today. Should have replaced it. I don't know. Maybe it's a malfunction. But it's probably a user error because I'm an idiot. So a lot of people don't know who Quigs is, so I want to have you on. We would talk. You actually were one of the first person to congratulate me for doing this. So sorry it took us so long to get you on. Good. And thanks for filling in today, last minute. I know I've been wanting to get you on, so it kind of just makes sense, to be honest. So I wanted you on last week. You couldn't do it, so this week just made sense. So before we get into DJing, right, like while you're DJing now and like whatever, how long you been DJing for?
Been DJing for 2010.
Okay.
I got into DJing. I think my first gig was maybe 2011. It was a 12th grade graduation party.
No shit.
Yeah.
We all started somewhere.
I didn't know anything. I just YouTubed it, all that stuff. I bought like a mix track Pro with the iPod.
Yeah.
Gemini speakers. It was actually crap, and I didn't know how to beat match and all that stuff.
Yeah, you didn't know any better.
No.
Yeah. My first gig was my niece's Sweet 16. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying, but I had CDs. I burned them all with all of our favorite songs on it, all my parents' favorite songs, and all her parents' favorite songs, and like made sure they're on different discs.
Yeah. I had some CDs. I had my iPod.
Oh,
I just didn't know anything better.
Yeah. So, were you into music? Like, how old are you, first of all?
29.
29. Okay. So, were you into like music in high school, and it kind of like what sparked the interest?
Yeah, I was really into music. I always music was like my go-to. Like if I was ever upset or angry or depressed or any of that stuff, I would just listen to music, and I would just go to a whole different world.
I'm really glad you said that. So I forget who I was having this conversation with. It was like no matter what, if I'm in a bad mood, I turn on Michael Jackson. Usually good. Do you have a go-to, Benny, music-wise?
I don't know about a go-to, but I do keep playlists like based off of like years.
Okay.
So like the years like if I want to like kind of time travel back and like those songs like bring me back to like whatever I was going through like at that time.
Okay.
But I don't have like a exact song I could tell.
Well, I have an artist, so like I always listen to Michael Jackson when I'm upset. So it just brings me in a good mood. What about you, Quigs?
I really like Mike Stud. Well, he goes by Mike now.
Yeah, so just Mike or whatever.
I really like him.
I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea who this person is.
I gotta show you him.
Marty is a big
he's a big Justin Mike fan. So is Jimmy Six. Like Jimmy Six loves him too. I'm like, I have no idea who the fuck this guy is, and that's what makes me feel old sometimes, right? Because when these people are posting all these independent artists and independent country singers and shit, I'm like, who the fuck is that? Like, I have no clue. And like Grizz will bring up like a Spanish artist, and I'm like, and I think I'm pretty good with reggaeton and stuff like that. No idea. You know what I mean? Like I was doing band practice at the Phillies, right? And Mundo Sosa barely speaks English. He's yelling to me a name of a song, right? And he's saying "Yen conmigo," and I was like, sí, like because I think I know what he's talking about. So I go on DMS, I look up "Yen conmigo," right? So "Yen" is spelled like VIN or YEN or something like that. So I type it in, I download 3 versions from 3 different artists. Played 2 of them, they were definitely wrong. So the third one, I played the next game, it was the right one. Because I saw him and I was like, was that the right one? He goes, see. I was like, all right, bet.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so now I know what song he likes. I gotta give it to the guys. Now I know exactly which one it is. It's an old Daddy Yankee song. I should have went with that right off the rip because I think he's Puerto Rican. So I was like, that would have just made more sense, just playing a Daddy Yankee one off the rip. You know what I mean? But I was going for like a more current. The one was like really current. So I was like, all right, I'll play this one. Maybe that's what he's talking about. But he's an older guy. I'm gonna say he's like 28, maybe 27. So I'm like, oh, maybe he's in like his early 2000s, like late 2000s bag. I'm not really sure. You know what I mean? So, but now I know, and that's like the hardest part of I think being a DJ, right? Is like you have to like guess what these people want to hear. So when I'm playing batting practice, right? Like I have all different ages. Got Kyle Schwarber, he's a little bit older than everybody else. Then you got Alec Boehm, he's a little younger than everybody else. And then when Reese was out there, I kind of know what Reese likes. I kind of know what some of the other guys like just because like I see their vibe, right? So like Marsh, perfect example. Play DMX, dude goes nuts. Anything DMX. Like I'm playing like hitters, but like clean versions, obviously. and I could tell what he vibes. He vibes with like that and like Little Uzi and all. So like I know what he likes. I know what the Spanish guys like. I know what some of the other guys like. So I'm just like playing it like a club, but I know what they want to hear.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So like now that you're kind of like you're getting implemented into this club scene now. I saw you played Vesper. How'd that go?
That was awesome.
Yeah,
place I always wanted to play at.
Yeah,
and I was being able to give the opportunity to play there, which was just awesome.
Yeah,
Great
shout out to Smooth Event Group.
Yeah, Smooth Event Group. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was awesome. Sound system's awesome.
Oh yeah, you know Function One speakers in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're nuts.
Yeah.
I knew the guy. I played there when it first opened, and he revamped the whole sound system in there. Ben was my CO2 guy there. That's how.
Wow.
Yeah, he was my CO2 gun guy. Like he just would come to my gigs just to shoot the gun off. Mm-hmm. And but they redid all the sound with Function One, so it sounds silly in there.
Yeah.
So for like people like me that don't know like the levels and stuff, like what would be like
Function One is basically is like the SEL Premium GTI, right? Okay. Like the top of the line GTI Volkswagen.
Okay.
And then like JBL is like the basic bitch crank window GTI.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like Function Ones is one of the best you can get. Best speakers for like they're expensive. I want to say that whole club they spent like $10,000 on the speakers. Mm-hmm. Not even the amps to drive them. Like wild shit.
Yeah.
But this guy was real. He had a Function One like hookup because he's worked at like all the major nightclubs in AC. So he had like a hookup with sound. Mm-hmm. And sound in a nightclub is like the number one priority, right?
Yeah.
Because you walk into a nightclub and it sounds like shit. People are going to tell you it sounds like shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And people are going to have a good time because they want to feel the music, not just hear it. They want to feel it. So when you're playing in that room, you can feel it.
Yeah, I mean the subs are right below us. I mean,
yeah, it's insane.
I was talking to the tech guy, and I was like, "Wow, this is insane! Like, you really feel the subs." And we were pushing the speakers really, really hard.
Yeah. So was that your first big room that you've played since you came back? And when I say big room, I mean nightclub. So is that Vesper's it's not a big club, but it's a big room here in Philly.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. Because I've been playing like Barcelona, like a Wolf and all that stuff, but they're not like a nightclub like that. But yeah, that was my first time playing.
How do you think you did?
I did good. I didn't hear nothing bad.
That's always
which is awesome.
Thing, right?
Yeah,
that's always a good thing.
It was a little slow. We had a table that came in, and they were requesting Bad Bunny, but it was just them in there at the time, and I was like, I don't care, So I wanted some little reggaeton and all that stuff. And just as the night was progressing, it was getting better. So
yeah,
we had a decent crowd for
That's
the most
awesome.
part. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Who was your sound tech? That guy, Raw Skills.
Raw Skills. Yeah.
He's a good dude.
Really good guy. Yeah.
He's a good turntablist too. Mm-hmm.
That's what he was using to open up. He was using the turntables.
Yeah, he's good. Yeah, I've heard him cut like a bunch of times. He's actually pretty solid. I follow him on Instagram. He posts like cut videos. So are you a big technical guy like that, like cutting and scratching and stuff?
No, I would like to. I would like to learn how to do all that stuff. I just focus on just being clean and just song selection. But I would like to be into have Sat One DJs and how these guys DJ.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. One I'll never forget. I was playing with Sat down at Dusk in Atlantic City, and he gave me the biggest compliment that I've ever gotten from somebody I looked up to, like DJing, like when I was coming up. And he was like, dude, with how you cut and how you mix and like how you DJ, it's very clean. And I was like, I'm just gonna give up now. I'm not gonna keep practicing. This is like how you can't get any better than that.
Ride that compliment for a while.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, ride that out. So like, I practice sometimes.
Yeah, no, you sound really good scratching.
I appreciate that, man.
It's really good.
Kurt's clean. He's very clean.
I'm using stems. I don't know. A lot of other people are using stems. I like the stems a lot. I don't know if you are.
No, I'm not. I didn't even upgrade my Serato because I don't want to. Because like so my thing with software upgrades, right? I don't know how. I know you're not a DJ, Ben, but you actually have have a computer. But so I'm weird about. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Mm-hmm. So my Serato, I heard, with some controllers and some mixers, like the stems version was like crashing computers and not pairing with stuff, and I'm like, I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? I don't want to be playing a gig and like something just stops working.
Yeah.
That's like my biggest fear. So Ben, he works for Revzilla, which is a motorcycle parts supplier.
Is that in the Navy Yard?
Yeah, right next to Tasty Cake factory.
Oh God! Do they make the Tasty Cakes or just wrap them there, or distribution there?
Nah, they make them.
Yeah,
you can smell it.
Smell it.
Yeah.
Smell.
If I was smelling crimpets all day, I'd be a fat mother. Like I would go back to what I used to weigh. I'd be like 240, like as big as a house, because I would smell crimpets. Crimpets are like my go-to.
Yeah.
Like crimpets and chocolate juniors. You know? Do you have a tasty cake go-to, Ben?
I don't think so.
No? Quigs? I know you're a Philly guy. You have to.
No,
tasty cake go-to.
Was the buttercream or what's the?
So the crimpets, butterscotch crimpets.
Yeah, they're good. But I don't really eat as much cake.
No,
to be honest with you, yeah.
Do they have an equivalent to the zebra cake?
I don't think so. 'Cause that's chocolate with vanilla like icing, right?
Yeah.
So they have a chocolate junior, which is pound cake with chocolate icing.
Yeah, I see them all over the place. Even like when you go down south, like Maryland, DMV area.
Oh God, now my mouth's like watering. Like chocolate junior, dip it in milk. Like we grew up. Like I was in Philly from when I was born in '83 to '91. Then we moved to the suburbs, and up there, Tasty Cake's big, but Drake's is where it's at.
Drake's. I don't know if I ever heard of it.
Yeah, so Drake's is like, is it Drake's? I'm pretty sure it's Drake's. I'm pretty sure. Who has yodels? Who has the yodels?
Not sure.
No? Damn it. Ben, look it up. Google it real quick. So we literally had this, whatever brand that was, I'm pretty sure it's Drake's. And we had like a distribution center right near us. And like right before stuff expired, like they came back on the truck that they didn't sell.
Okay.
We were able to go in and buy it.
Wow.
So my dad would buy it. Yeah, my dad would buy it in bulk.
Drake's is correct.
Is it Drake? Okay. So whoever had yodels, it was Drake's. We would go in there, buy yodels and like all these other things. And I think they have zebra cakes, right? Is that who has zebra cakes? Is it Drake's? Or is that Little Debbie?
I think it's Little Debbie.
Yeah, that bitch. She has a stranglehold on the pastry game.
Oh yeah, it is Little Debbie.
Is it Little Debbie? That bitch. She has Cosmic cakes too. Cosmic cakes are the shit.
Yeah,
I love Cosmic cakes, and I'm not a big chocolate guy. Like I've always been a vanilla guy. You know what I mean? Like vanilla milkshakes. I'll do a biracial every now and then. You know what a biracial is, right?
It's a mix, right?
Yeah, it's a mix. Yeah.
If you get Mr. Softy, I love their soft serve. I get a double cone.
Give me all the fucking E. coli, man. Give me all of it. You know there's some shit swimming in there.
That's what makes it so good.
That's right. That's why we have liver stomachs, because this is what we're exposed to.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But okay. Here's another question. Since we're on food, if you're out, you're drunk at 2 a.m. and you have one spot to go, and you know there's only cheesesteak spots and stuff open.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Especially in South Philly. I'm always at Avenue Steaks.
So I've never been there yet.
Should go. I didn't even get a cheesesteak. I do inside out, Florida style.
Yeah,
and
baby.
The chicken nuggets, unbelievable.
Yo, they're Florida inside outs. I get them at Phillips.
Yeah, that's a great spot.
They're the best ones. Like Oregon's inside outs, I don't think they're the Florida style ones, because like there's that one brand, Florida style, and then there's other like people that copy it. But Florida style inside outs, I think we got you one before, right, from Phil's?
Yeah. No.
You got yours from Oregon.
Oregon, correct.
Phillips and Oregon. It's like unless they're cooking them different. Like
I think it's all gonna come from Florida style.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're the shit. They're the shit.
They're
I
based
love
out
those
of
things.
South Philly, Florida. Yeah, I love them. They're
the shit. I fucking love those things.
I'm friends with the daughter of the dad who owns Florida Style, and I'm like, can you bring some Florida Styles out next time you come out?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, that's where I would go, but yeah, I mean their cheese sticks are good as well.
So why do you like their chicken nuggets so much?
It tastes like McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Yeah,
and the honey mustard too.
The McDonald's chicken nugget, there's like nothing else, man. Like I can eat a 20-piece like it's nothing. I'm also like 40 years old, and it's like 215 pounds. I'm pretty sure you can eat a fucking 20-piece and be good. But it's something like nostalgic about it, right? So we ate it with sweet and sour sauce. So like eating a chicken nugget with some sweet and sour, like there's nothing like it. It takes you back to your roots.
Yeah.
What about you from being in Boston? Were you a McDonald's guy up there?
McDonald's. Yeah. I also I grew up in the burbs, so it was basically just fast food restaurants. So
right.
Yeah, there was pretty much I would say we didn't Wendy's was pretty far.
Okay.
So McDonald's is the closest. And and then we didn't have Chick-fil-A or anything like that.
Oof.
So like coming down,
Hurt piece.
yeah. So coming down here, I was just like, all right.
Is there a chain up there that doesn't exist here?
I don't think so.
No, because when you go a little bit down south, there's like Whataburger. Checkers is called Rallies. Like there's
Waffle Houses.
Yeah,
down
Waffle.
south. Yeah.
Man,
I haven't gone there.
Yeah, we
yet,
didn't have Checkers either, so
okay.
Checkers.
You love the Baconzilla from Checkers.
Yeah,
Checkers.
yeah.
You see that as a kid too.
Yeah, Checkers. Their fries.
Their
hit.
fries, yeah.
They're so good. They froze them, and you can find them in the frozen food section of the supermarket.
Trying to go back to work after eating that though, is like you're just like you're dying. Coffee.
Yeah, for sure. So I've introduced you to a couple of late night spots.
Yeah.
So what's your go-to late night spot?
I would say probably Oregon.
Yeah.
Like I mean, but I've only ever gone like when I've been out with you.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much wherever you're out at. I was like,
Did I ever get you a meatball from Gino's?
Yes, we
That
did do
thing's
that.
so
That's
good.
good too.
I never had them.
You're gonna everybody bashes me
pizza
about
cheese
it.
fries are good
Ooh.
from there. Yeah.
I never had
And
those.
Gino's is closer to my house, so like sometimes I'll just go there. It's not my first choice, but
Yeah,
it's,
but being from here, it's a
yeah.
little different.
Yeah,
their
I'm not
hot
gonna say
sauce
they're the
kicks
best.
though. I love
Yeah,
their hot sauce.
is good.
I bought the bottle last time I was there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's so good. I put on my eggs.
yeah. You guys go to Oregon Steaks. My buddy owns that. His family owns that as well. They have a lot of food. Like I told Smooth.
The chicken parm slaps.
Oh yeah, I told Smooth the one night to get a roast beef sandwich, and he was. We're ordering this like 2:00 in the morning. It's just really good. The roast beef.
Yeah. Wow. Really?
Yeah,
I'm gonna try that next
They
time
make
I
it
go.
fresh, like a actual roast, and they hand carve it and all
No
that stuff.
shit.
See,
Yeah.
that's would be something I've never look at the menu and be like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
Roast
this.
Well, you got the
Their-
chicken parm
Their
once,
burgers
right?
are good
Yeah,
there.
because you told me,
Yeah.
to
So the
try it.
chicken
Yeah,
parm,
that was
that's
good.
handmade cutlets.
Yeah.
Ham hammered, like hand hammered shit. Like you could tell they're paper thin. So
Yeah.
good.
I helped open up that place. Like I was real good friends. Still good friends with them today, but we're just not. As close
That's
as we are
yeah,
now.
it's like anything else. You
But,
grow
yeah.
apart.
Yeah.
So I had a cheat meal. I had 3 this weekend, which is terrible.
It's hard, man.
I
Living
know.
in Philly, it's so hard.
So I'm like, I went to the shore house on Sunday. It was move-in day. So I thought people were going to be working from home down there on Monday. So I went to install the internet and install the new boat dock and stuff like that. So I'm down there. I wound up going out with Nitty and all, getting drunk. And then Smooth called me on his way home. He's like, "You want anything from Oregon?" I said, "Yeah, I want an American Whiz without." I'd never gotten a cheesesteak from Oregon. Hammered, throws it at me at 3 a.m. I ate it right to the face, ice cold, and it was actually good. I was like, "Holy shit!"
American Whiz, did I just hear?
Yeah,
I
American
don't think I
Whiz.
ever had that before.
So this is a hack because I was working at Parks one night, and Smooth happened to be doing a gig, a wedding or something, and he got done early. He's like, "Yo, you want to meet me at Steve's?" So he used to work at Steve's Steaks back in the day. And I'm like, "What? Which one? Like the one on Conway and the Boulevard?" He's like, "Yeah, I'll meet you there. It's like a little bit further of a drive, but I haven't had their cheesesteak in a while." So we go. He got an American with I think it was double American, but they have the liquid American there, which is like
Okay.
the where you dip your chickens and Pete's fries in.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
American
yeah.
cheese.
Mhm.
So, and I think we got Whiz too. It was fucking phenomenal. I was like, I love cheese. Who doesn't love cheese, right?
Yeah.
Unless you're lactose intolerant, then whatever. But so good. It's like it just brings more flavor to the steak. So when he threw it to me cold and I'm hammered, I was like, wow, this is delicious. and we didn't have any condiments in the house yet. I don't even know if we have a microwave. I was like, I just literally got there, started working, and then, whatever, one thing led to another. I'm fucked up. You know what I mean? Because I brought every case of Surfside flavors I had.
Especially hanging out with
me.
Nitty, he gets enough.
Dude.
He's always a good time to hang out with.
I don't understand. Like he's like this tall. I don't think you met Nitty yet.
Great personality.
So also his nickname I give him a nickname. I call him Trap. So if you hear me say Trap, because he's Trap Money Benny from like that Drake song.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah. So he's on my phone is Trap $Benny. So I don't think you met him yet, Frank. I don't think you met Frank. You might have. He's been at a Delude that you've been at, but you might not have crossed
Or maybe
paths.
like an Eagles tailgate or something.
Yeah, you've definitely met him.
Cross
He was
paths.
he was in my tailgate videos.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
His the one that went viral.
Yeah,
the
how
one that
many-
has 1 million views.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Keep on bringing that up in the group text.
yeah, he hates it. So he's this tall, skinny kid. He drinks like a fish, and I don't understand. He's sober all the time. Like I don't understand. Where's it going? Like, And then eventually you can see it catching up to him, but he drinks, man. He gets after it, and I fucking love it, man. It's going to be a fun summer. Because, like, the Surfsides, I'm not going to lie. I can drink those for days and not get drunk. When I mix it, like make a Tonka tea with the black cherry, the regular vodka, I'm getting fucked up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there's, like, I don't know if it's the tea in it that's, like, knocking it back. But, like, soon as you start mixing the orange seltzers and the black cherry seltzers, like, I got hammered. No shots or nothing, just Surfsides and orange statesides and black cherries, and I was hammered. Like,
if you're day drinking in the sun too, like that's got to play a factor.
Yeah,
a little bit.
Well,
But
we stayed in the house for most part, but there's
Okay.
so many windows in our house. Man. I had to wear sunglasses; it was so bright in there.
you got to get blackout.
Well,
curtains
so
or something.
in the living area, there's a loft. So like they installed a bunch of windows that you can't even get to. So they're like really up there. I can't wait so you guys see this house. The view is silly. Like I'm going down there tomorrow. Smooth bought a jet ski. We're gonna go. We're gonna go halves on
buy
it.
one.
Yeah,
he was talking about it last night.
Yeah, we went halves on one. So he put it in his name, but I'm gonna pay half too, so I can ride it or whatever to help him take care of it. Because when it comes to that kind of stuff, he needs my help. So I'm towing it tomorrow. I'm backing it in the water.
Did
tomorrow.
you get the hitch? I know you were looking for a trailer,
Yeah.
right?
So we found the trailer. I think he's going to U-Haul right now to get the hitch for his truck. If not, we can get it tomorrow. It's no biggie. But
you guys are gonna be riding it together. Who's going to be in the front or back?
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm riding bitch because it's in his name. But I don't ride back seats. I'll just wait till he gets back and take it out, or I'll take Nitty's out. So this is my plan. I have my own jet ski, but he was afraid of it because it's an old one, and like I have to like work on it, and then it won't be as reliable as a new one. So that's what he was scared of. He's like, "Fuck, I'm just gonna buy one." So my goal is to get mine running, bring it down, so then we have 3.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So. You know, we're all DJs, so it's like we're probably gonna have the same days off down there.
Yeah.
So it's like we're gonna want to go for a cruise. There'll be always that third one. You know, the unreliable third one will be down there.
That's all good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna keep it at my brother's house.
So much fun.
Oh, dude, I took Frank's out.
I saw
with Rhino the other day, and it only does 40. Rhino's does 80. He's a supercharged, like brand new one.
Yeah,
and I want to say. It tops out like 67.
Wow, and it's fast. I don't know if you ever went that fast on a jet ski before, but
I haven't yet.
Speed on water is a lot different.
Dude, I'm doing 40 on Frank's, and that's fast because he has a little 2-seater.
Mm-hmm.
So you feel like you're a rocket ship, and then Rhino blows by you like you're standing still. Like unreal. Like it felt like I was standing still. Like he even gave me a 2-buoy head start.
Oh my
and he
God.
still smoked, and I'm like I'm laying down underneath the handlebars, so it goes faster. There's no wind resistance, and it's so scary because it's like I hit one wave the wrong way. I'm going sailing, and that jet ski's going way down, and I have to swim after
you gotta
it.
Be careful.
Watch your knees and your shins.
Yeah, I know, right? Have you guys have any jet ski experience?
I have.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, have you ever Baywatch dive off one?
What do you mean, just go straight forward?
So, when you're riding it, you just let go of the throttle and dive in? Never done that?
No.
I've like cut it like hard and like whip myself like off.
Okay. So, I've done a Baywatch dive doing like 40. It feels like you're hitting a brick wall when you dive into that, John.
Yeah.
But in the jet ski, like not thinking, takes off still. Like because like until you ripped it, until it gets ripped, it's still slowing down. So then you have to swim after it.
Yeah, I have gotten thrown off a jet ski before.
Yeah, and you had to like swim after it. It sucks.
Yeah,
it's terrible. That's what I'm worried about on a busy day in the bay. That's what I'm worried about. Mm-hmm. Like that could get scary. That could get sketchy real quick, real quick.
How far are you guys going out in the bay? Not towards like, are you guys close to North Wildwood or?
No. So in Seattle, me and Rhino went to the Deauville, which is over in Strathmere.
I haven't gone there. I have to. I'm gonna go down there this summer. Yeah,
it took us like 20 minutes, I think, to go over there, and it was, a little rough, like in the bay and all like that. But he said we can get to Wildwood in like 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Even quicker if we went out to the ocean. I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah, the ocean's nuts, man. With those waves, it's.
Yeah, I'd be terrified. Yeah. I do want to experience it once. I do want to do it once, just to say I did it. But it sounds terrifying. Like, where are you? The ocean. What? I think I'm going to sink like the fucking Titanic. Like, think about it. Like he said, where we get let out, though, that's the beginning of the wave. So, like, it's kind of flat. It's kind of like the bay where the waves aren't like humongous swells. But imagine, right? You're out there. You don't know if a storm's coming in. Those swells are going to get big real quick.
Oh, yeah.
And Oh, no thanks, man. No that. And so you've been out in the ocean down on the Jersey Shore.
Yeah.
Is it any different than like up in your area where you're from? I know it sounds like a stupid question.
No,
but
Boston,
not
Boston's out up there, man.
Yeah.
The water, I think. I mean, I guess it depends on the time of the season and stuff.
Yeah.
But I was really surprised that like a lot of this was like more the Wildwood area.
Yeah.
There was no seaweed like one summer that I moved here, and I was like, I found that like really weird.
Okay.
There's more like rocks and shells at some of the beaches like back home, and the water's a lot colder, and it's like stays cold for a while.
It's
like,
probably because you're up towards Maine.
Yeah, so like 60s, low 60s is like in the summer, like July, August. Like,
is your waves big like ours down the shore?
It depends on where you are. So if you're
Yeah.
on like the bay side of Cape Cod, it's a little calmer. But if you're on the ocean side of Cape Cod, like that's where you get the wave more down. So like down the Cape, like the end of the, if you're looking at like an arm, like down that area.
Yeah.
That's like where all the surfers and stuff go.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
where the waves are.
I have a buddy who lives out in Boston. He surfs during the summertime, and in wintertime he goes snowboarding.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, that
And
sounds like a
his
perfect.
family's got a shore house or a house at Cape Cod. I went to Boston last August. We were supposed to stay there like a day or two, but I think he wound up renting it out at the time. So.
Okay. Didn't your parents just get a new place, Benny?
Yeah, in Yarmouth Port.
Oh, that's Cape Cod, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
Have you ever been to Boston?
No, he has yet to take me. This guy.
I would like to have you come down, like do like maybe go to like a sporting event, something.
Yeah, we talked about doing like a Flyers Bruins game.
Yeah.
That'd be sick because I don't think the Phillies played you guys here. I don't
That's
think
it for the season. Yeah.
Yeah, we only play you guys once. Usually.
But like if we went to like even like a Sox like Yankees game, something like
I would
that.
love
like,
that.
It'd be wild.
In August we went to Sox Yankees game.
Yeah, I was gonna say you did that.
Awesome, yeah. And then we went to a Morgan Wild concert too.
Oh, that's
out in the
sick.
suburbs.
Oh,
I don't know where we were at in general, but yeah, we went to a country concert out
You
there.
a big
Morgan
concert
Wild.
guy?
Not as much, but I like to go check it out, especially country.
Yeah, you
concert. A
like
lot of hot
country
girls.
music?
Yeah.
If you go for the
Tailgate,
ladies,
yeah,
I
that's
hear
it.
you, Quiggles.
Just
Twig goes for
the
the chicks.
tailgate. That's why I want to go. But I mean, that was like real tailgating. Like, I mean, we're out in the sticks, trucks. Not like we're tailgating at Wells Fargo,
Yeah, you got like lifted trucks and mud everywhere.
Yeah, they have Country Fest in Foxborough at like Patriots Place.
Oh, okay.
And
I was there as well. That was cool.
Yeah.
We have something like that. What's the country station here? XTU Fest we have here.
It's at 92.5, I think.
Yeah, XTU,
Yeah.
95 XTU. Yeah, because they do a big country thing.
And then Wildwood has their barefoot country concert.
Yep.
Yeah.
Down at that Seaport Pier, right? Or is it, what's it called? Seaport Pier?
Seaport Pier, yeah.
Or something like that. Or sea something.
But they do it on the beach that was right over by there. Yeah, they actually have some big acts that usually go there.
Yeah, for sure. I want to do I wanted to go to that adjacent tour. You see that? It's going to be like a pop punk festival down EC
next
Beach.
weekend.
Yeah, it's actually it's this weekend.
Oh, yeah, that's
It's
coming
Memorial Day weekend. Yeah, it's supposed to be
it's already
like
Wednesday.
my God, it's Memorial Day already.
It's
Before you blink your eyes, summer's going to be done.
Yeah.
It's going to be wild, man. But Tommy's band, Starting Line's playing on Sunday.
Oh,
My
nice.
brother's going. Like he actually asked me for Tommy's number because he wanted to see what their set time was. But I was like, I'm not paying $200 just to hear my buddy play. And then Blink doesn't go on until like at nighttime. You know what I mean? I think most Motion Sound, what is that? Motion Sound Productions or whatever that band T likes. What is it?
Motion City.
Motion City, yeah. They play in the middle of the day too, and then what is it? James Mannequin or whatever. He plays in the middle of the day. There's a couple bands I wouldn't mind seeing, but there's a bunch of bands I never even heard of.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oof, I'm good. I'm not paying $200 for a bunch of bands I never heard of. So I'm gonna go work on my jet ski instead. But were you a big shore guy growing up, Quigs?
I mean, we would go down maybe once or twice a year for a week at a time.
Okay.
Wish I had a shore house down there, but we would just rent like one of those motels in Wildwood, New Jersey.
Yeah, we did that growing up too.
Yeah.
The Lollipop, that was ours. My parents would always stay at the Lollipop.
My mom, she loved that hotel.
Yeah, that's definitely like an old lady spot for sure. We had a house in Brigantine growing up, and then from family drama and shit, my dad sold his share for like $35,000. Guess how much that property is worth now?
Probably like $500,000.
More.
Wow.
My dad's share would have been worth $1.2 million.
Wow. Did they sell the house then? Or
No,
they're going,
still looks exactly the same.
Wow.
Every house is built up around it but that one. I don't even think they use it. It's just chilling. It looked abandoned when I drove by. The grass was cut, but it looked like no one lived there.
Yeah.
But it looked exactly the same as it did in like the late 80s, early 90s. It looked exactly the same. And I remembered it. I remember where I tripped over this thing and stepped on a nail with like a board with a nail in it. I remember all this shit. I started bringing back like nostalgia. You know, it was crazy.
Yeah.
I was very fortunate growing up. We had a shore house and a mountain house. So
yeah,
like,
I would love to have that growing up. Yeah, growing up, I would love to have that.
Yeah.
If I would buy a house, I would buy a mountain house over a shore house.
So I'm indifferent. I think I would want a mountain house first and then a shore house too, depending if I had kids and shit.
Yeah.
Like I want my kids to kind of like get the same experience I did. Where you have a city house and then you have like two alternatives.
Yeah.
Right? My dad took us to the mountains like every other weekend we were up there. And then we got cool with like people up there and like kids our age and stuff. So we had like a community up there basically. Every time we went up, people would hang out with. But back then there was no texting and shit. Yeah. So we were like calling like, hey, is so and so home? I want to come out and play.
Yeah, there's definitely like a peacefulness to a mountain or like a lake house or something like that. It's different.
There's something up there, man.
You always have something to do it all year round. Either if you go hunting or jet ski, you know.
Yeah, sorry for the outside noise, listeners. We had the windows open here in the sneaker room. It is hot.
Got a nice little breeze coming.
Oh yeah, it's a nice. We have to. I had to turn the fan off because I can hear it. So like when we go up there, we had snowmobiles, we had quads,
awesome.
we had everything.
I never drove one of those before.
I never did either. It was always broke. So I got to look at it. And we always drove the quads. You know what I mean? We had a bunch of them.
Yeah, I like dirt biking.
Yeah,
and four-wheeling.
Wasn't a big dirt bike guy. Yeah. I was more of an ATV like quad guy for sure. Do you have anything like that growing up, Ben?
Not my parents weren't into like that stuff, so we didn't have that. We went skiing and stuff a lot.
Okay.
That was like our kind of mountain winter activity.
Yeah.
Hiking, camping.
Skiing's my shit. I'm a big skier.
But no, not any dirt bikes. I had friends that were big into that, but like I was pretty accident prone, so I kind of stayed away from that stuff until I got like a job, and then I was like, I'm buying a motorcycle.
Yeah, Ben has a wild motorcycle story.
Yeah, what kind of?
You want to tell? You want to tell your story, Ben? Why you have like a robotic arm?
That was from snowboarding, actually. That was.
I thought that was from your bike.
No, the arm. I broke my arm snowboarding.
I thought that was from the bike.
Luckily, the first crash I had, I walked away like fine.
Yeah.
The bike was like totaled. Well, pretty much they totaled it, but that was wild. And then the second one I crashed, I hit a guardrail in a turn, so that's when I pulled like the hole in my knee from that. But,
yeah. Oof.
Yeah. So
yeah, I'm afraid. I like riding motorcycles, but I'm afraid of other people. I'm not afraid of what I'm going to do to myself.
Yeah.
I'm afraid of other people.
What they're going to do to you.
Yeah, exactly. You have any motorcycle experience?
Well, my little brother's got in a motorcycle accident.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
He's fine. Yeah, he's has some crutches. He's about to get off in a week. So, I drove few motorcycles a couple times.
Yeah.
And one time I was driving, someone cut me off, and I just like hit the brakes. I flew up like probably 10 feet in the air, came down. My ear was hanging off. I got up like nothing happened. I was like, I'm driving myself to the hospital. And then meanwhile, I had like a concussion. They had to stitch my ear back on. So I didn't have a helmet on. I should have had a helmet on, but haven't hopped on a motorcycle since then.
I wouldn't either. What the fuck? How do you
know? I'm gonna get on. I was riding a sportster bike, so I'm gonna get like a Harley, one of those Harleys.
Yeah.
So did you have any issues from that?
No, I didn't.
Oh, that's lucky.
Thank God. Yeah.
You're lucky. I'm deaf in my left ear.
So I was walking around with like a headband around my head that was just holding my ear up because it had to stay into place, or if not, it would have looked like I had like a cauliflower, like a
shit.
Yeah, so
wow. Man. Yeah, we could too. Nah, man. Damn. I'm sorry to hear that. That fucking sucks.
Yeah.
So let's direct back to why you're here. So you were full-time job for a while.
Yeah, I had a full-time job as a project coordinator for an IT company for a little over a year and a half.
I was in IT for a while.
Yeah.
Long time, actually. 6, 7, 15 years. IT. Different parts of IT.
Yeah.
Like troubleshooting, couple customer service based, hands-on, and then school. I was in a school after that. So how'd you like everything with that?
It was cool. It was pretty interesting. It's just I just wasn't for it in the 9 to 5.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's tough.
Yeah, it was tough, especially with DJing and stuff. And I was, just juggling 2 jobs, and it was just way too much.
So were you DJing before you got to full time?
So I was away for 3 years.
Yeah.
A little less than 3 years. I had moved down to the DMV area, DC, Maryland, Virginia area for work, and then family reasons, and I moved back, and then that's when I picked up that job.
Yeah.
And then, but at that time when I moved, COVID happened, so I didn't really miss as much with DJing because we all didn't have work at the time.
Yeah.
Towards the end of when I returned back to the city, that's when like DJing started picking back up. So I wasn't really back into the game.
Yeah.
Back in Philly as much until I decided to come back.
How'd you get partnered up with Smooth Event Group?
Nicky DiVirgilio put me on. Me and Nicky grew up together, yeah.
How you doing?
He was like, let me introduce you to Smooth. I saw Smooth one night at Ladder 15. He was like, yo, you want to spin a little bit? I said, yeah, why not? So I spun a little bit, and he liked me, and he,
I remember you opened up. The first time I heard you play, you opened up for us at Dayla, and that's where you actually met his friends.
Yeah.
And
they're getting nuts, getting bottles at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
Not even. It was 12:30.
They had been up for like 48 hours.
It's fucking wild.
Getting Casamigos bottles, all kinds of stuff.
It's wild. So
nobody was even. I mean, it was slow too.
Yeah, that's the first time I heard you play, and I was impressed. So I was like, "Yeah, man, you're very clean, and I could definitely stand by that statement." So, how do you feel now? Making the transition, do you feel like you made the right move?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I made the right move. Just something that I love to do, DJing. I really do love it. Especially you're only working 2-3 days a week, but you're having fun. You don't consider it work, Yeah.
So someone asked me the other day, they're like, how is it money wise, the stuff like that? And I'm like, you know what, man? I'm at the point in my life where I'm saving a little bit. I'm doing that kind of stuff, but like I'm at the point where I'm not gonna be able to do this forever, right? It's that's why I'm getting into weddings now. I got my own LLC. I'm booking DJs and stuff. Like I just booked you for an event.
Thank you.
So, like I'm at the point now where if I'm making enough to pay my bills, have a little fun, save a little, I'm absolutely fine with that.
Yeah, life's too short, man. That's another reason. Like tomorrow's not guaranteed, so I just want to enjoy it as much as I can. Who wants to work 9 to 5, 40 hours plus you're DJing, 50, 60 hours a week, with everything combined.
Because I was doing both for a while, and I loved the pay. The pay was great.
Yeah,
because I was killing it. Like I was on pace to make a nice chunk of change at one point, and that's when I left my IT job that I was only at for 3 months. But that's how I got back into it. For people that this is their first episode listening. I had worked at a charter school for like 2.5 years, and they wouldn't give me a raise. They made me a manager and all this shit. They wouldn't give me a raise. So I was like, you know what? I got to do what's best for me. Went to Penn, hated it. And then I got the Phillies thing, and I was like, all right, I'm out. So I'm just going to go back to DJing full time. Yeah, so I had to make the leap. So you feel like you made the right move?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I made the right move. There's no regrets.
That's awesome.
Like, I don't, I'm fortunate enough to be where I'm at. Fortunate enough to continue getting the gigs that I'm getting.
Yeah, you're playing some places.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are probably like wondering, like, how's he getting these spots?
Yeah, you're at the right place at the right time.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to like.
You got into Daylo because you were the right place at the right time.
Yeah, thanks to you, you got me in. You had spoke to Smooth.
My thing is I help people that support me, they fuck with me, and they're just fucking nice people.
Yeah, same here, man. If I can help anybody out, like
Yeah, like the other day, Rhino, great kid, needed help putting his like letters on his new jet ski, backing it off the thing, and then whatever, helped him. You know why? Just because like I felt like helping a nice dude out.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And it was right around the corner from my house.
Yeah,
that helped a little. If I had to drive like far, maybe I'll think about it. But like Smooth tomorrow doesn't have a trailer, a jet ski, doesn't have to back a jet ski into the water. So I told him I'd come with him and I would teach him how to do it. I also have to teach him how to dock it properly, tie it down, all these things, so he can do it by himself. So I don't need to be there all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like me and him are probably the only two that are bringing me down there at the same time all the time. So have you ever had like Ben, I'm talking Ben. Have you ever had like a shore house or anything with a group of people?
No. Nope.
How about
I mean,
you?
well,
no. Maybe for like a week I had.
So
like,
you went because you were away at college. That kind of counts.
Technically, I backtrack on that. So yeah, we had a place in Quincy that was technically on the water, but it wasn't like it was a very rocky beach, like no one's swimming in that water.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
So like technically, yeah, but like it wasn't like what you're talking about, like where you go and like you're down the shore.
I would say college counts. So if you lived away at college with a group of people, that kind of counts.
Yes, I did do that then.
Okay, so have you had? Where'd you go? Did you go to school?
I did online college, which
Okay.
I just completed like last year. I got my associate's degree, but didn't do school. No, just high school.
Yeah,
right out of high school, I was just DJing.
Yeah,
that's what I was doing full time before I actually got a job. Before that, I've been on and off with other jobs, but
yeah. But now you're back in the saddle.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
it's nothing like it.
I love. Yeah,
it's I think I like the freedom the most.
Yeah,
the freedom to kind of do what you want, but I feel like I'm still busy as shit.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm busy as I would be with a full-time job.
You aren't, yeah, of course.
I'm always moving.
Yeah,
like,
same
always. But so I regret not going to a big school. You went to a big school, right, Ben?
Yeah, sort of. It was UVM, University of Vermont. So I was there. That was pretty big. And then I left there and then just went back to Massachusetts. I went to like Bridgewater State.
Okay.
Which is like a big commuter school. So I just decided to finish up there. Vermont was like basically I did all my partying for 4 years in like a year and a half.
Oh Jesus!
and then that
parents are like, "All right, Ben, time to come home."
Well, that was my thing. I was just like, "All right, I gotta like this is too expensive. I gotta come home and like just get my degree and get out."
Yeah.
So
I regret not going to a big school. I went to a small school. It's no longer even open. I'm actually in a court case now to get my student loans like paid off.
Wow.
Yeah, because the school like faked. They're discredited. So basically, my degree is worth nothing. So I'm in a lawsuit with the state against them. And if I win it, all my federal loans would be all my federal loans that are on pause now. Thank you, Biden. Will be dismissed. And I'll have to pay them back. I would only have to pay back like $14,000 of my privates.
Okay.
Which is I'm paying on them now, but they don't move because the interest rates are so fucking high.
I was supposed to go to. I did commit to Penn State, Maine.
Oh wow!
But I was like, there's just too much money.
Oh, it's
doing
a lot.
it on my own.
My
I was
niece
like,
went
this is just too much money. Just to.
What was it? What were you? Did you have a major in mind?
I was going to do psychology.
Oh wow!
Nice.
You got the mind's interesting.
I was going to do that, yeah, but.
Have you ever like dabbled in any like reading about psychology or anything like that?
No. I have my degree right now. My associates is it's business focusing on cybersecurity. So it's something totally different than what I was going to do with psychology. But
yeah,
that's what I wanted to do.
You could do that on the side.
Yeah,
that better be a decent side hustle, to be honest. Because DJing doesn't come with healthcare.
No.
I found out that the hard way. I have dental, which is only $19 a month, but no one accepts my dental insurance. I just found out.
Oh.
So that's great. And the people that do aren't accepting new patients. So I'm actually I put my updated resume on LinkedIn, and I said I was looking for remote part-time stuff because I just really want benefits, right? So recruiters call me all day long, and I keep telling them, hit me back in August and we'll talk. Yeah, like I'm having the summer of my life.
So, yeah, of
and
course.
then I'll figure it out after that. I definitely want, because I ran into my old manager at Apple. He offered me my old job back, and he was like, "You want to come work 16 hours a week and I'll get you full benefits?" And I was like, "Yes." Like, yeah, I'll sell iPhones for 16 hours a week. I don't give a shit. Like, I would do that, but he wanted me more for like the back of house stuff, like repairing things and those kind of stuff. And I was like, I'll do that too. I don't really give a shit. Yeah, but everybody always starts like selling phones and stuff like that. You have to like work your way back in. And there's a lot more I have to learn, because when I left, I don't even know what phone it was. Probably the iPhone 7 maybe. So a lot's changed since the 7. And I still have my 7, actually. Had to find pictures of my cat on there. I was like, when my cat passed away, I was like, digging for pictures, like trying to find like cool pictures, and I had a lot on there. You know what I mean? You ever have a family pet that passed away?
No, I have a dog now. I'm gonna be devastated.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing prepares you for it. Ben, you've had an animal pass away.
Yeah, 4 family cats.
Yeah, it's fucking tough, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Nike was so unexpected, man. It was like,
Yeah.
hit me like a ton of bricks. It still fucks me up. You know what I mean? Like, because vinyl's like so lonely now.
Yeah, that's gonna kill you even more.
Yeah, I know. So like now I feel bad like leaving them alone for too long, and that's what's bugging me about the shore house. So many people are in the house are allergic to cats, and like I was gonna sneak them down there every once in a while.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The landlord said no pets, but you know what I mean, if I sneak them in there for a couple days, like, no one will know. But everybody's allergic, so I can't. So fuck me, right? You know what I mean? But his girlfriend, Big T, shout out Big T. She does photography for Five Below.
Okay.
And she came across this like cat backpack. So I was like, I could probably do a day trip with them, take them to the beach and stuff like that, and just never take them into the house. You know what I mean? So I'm thinking about doing something like that.
That'd be cool.
Fucking hates the car though. But I wonder if they hate the car because they're in the enclosed carrier, right? So what if I open the carrier door? Oh, if he would still be like screaming and yelling.
Yeah, we took him out this weekend, and it just for him to have a safe spot to be. You can fold down the top too, so he can poke his head out and stuff. So like, just I think it having walls and he can like kind of look out. It's like it might help. He can just be calm in there. And
yeah, I'm gonna test
spot,
it like driving him up and down the street to see how he does, and then go from the street to a little bit further, until I can, almost get a half hour out of him in the car. And then if he gets down to the half hour, I'm like, all right, we're just going to take the plunge, man. Hour and a half. Let's go. You know what I mean? Get like a fold up fucking water bowls and all, and just see if I can make it work. Because I really feel bad, man. It's like I install cameras around my house. I can like watch them.
That's I feel bad leaving my dog at home too.
Yeah, it's tough, right?
That was another thing that was going to pay, like, me moving down the shore, getting a shore house, being away for a couple days, him being away. My dog has really bad anxiety, so.
Yeah, that's my neighbor's dog.
He won't eat.
Yeah, my neighbor's dog, she leaves for an hour. It's yelping and screaming over there because it has separation anxiety.
Yeah.
And he only has one eye now because the dog next door that just got put down bit his eye out. Like they got into a fight. It was a big German Shepherd against a little like Shih Tzu dog. Ripped his eye out. It was terrible. I remember hearing the yelping and I was like, what the hell is going on out there? Jeez. Yeah, I raised my cat from 8 weeks old, so it was like losing like a family member. Basically, you know what I mean? So, like, God bless you guys have healthy animals right now. You know what I mean? I thought he was healthy. I had no idea that he was sick. But let's turn the tables back to Quiggles.
Hey.
DJ, you should change your name to Quiggles. I mean, that'd be weird for kids' parties, but...
A couple people call me Quiggles.
Yeah, I'm not the only one?
No.
Damn it. I thought I made that up. Yeah, I like that name. How'd you get... your last name's Quigley.
Quigley, yeah. So
that's
Quigs. That's just a nickname. In the future, I would like to start producing stuff like that. I'll probably just drop the DJ and just go by Quigs.
I mean, I do. I don't use DJ. It's just Tonka. You know what I mean? But that's been my nickname for, well, it's probably as long as since you've been alive, right?
Yeah.
Tonka's been my nickname since I was 18. Now I'm about to be 40. So it's been my nickname for a long time. You have a nickname, Ben, besides Trap Money?
Yeah, I had a bunch.
Benihana,
yeah. I had Dubs, B-Dubs. Yeah, because of the last Dubinsky.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, Dubs, B-Dubs.
Oh, man. I like Dubs. That's sick.
That's cool.
I fuck with that. That's like, you ever hear a nickname, you're like, yeah, that's dope. That's fucking cool, dude.
Yeah.
Like, that's a cool nickname, Dubs. You can put some 20s on the GTI, man. That'd be sick. Remember when that song came out? Was it Dubs? Was it Rolling on Dubs or something? What was it? Fuck, I'm terrible with. I tell you what, when I don't know how I'm a DJ sometimes.
Nah, I used to be really good at naming music as well too. Now it's just like I can search it, but I
can type it in. I can't think it off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I'm terrible with that.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not in front of me, I'm space cadet.
Nah, we're all like that.
I'm a space cadet. But you play a song, I'll tell you the name and the artist. But I can't think of that song for the life of me. And we went to this place down in Seattle on Monday to get dinner, and they had like a dueling piano thing, and you can make requests. I walked in. They were like, "Hey guys, you're the first people here. Make a request." I said, "Gin Blossoms." And they were like, and I had to like tell them the name of the song so they can listen to it, and then they played it right away. I was like, "Oh, that's pretty good."
That's pretty good.
Yeah, they did a couple. They were actually really talented. I told Smooth, I was like, "If we're down here on Mondays, this might be our Monday spot," just because it was cool. It was low key. I'm a sucker for live music. You guys? I
like live music a lot.
Yeah, especially like people that can play a song after hearing it one fucking time. Like I used to be able to play the drums. I played the drums for like 7 years, 8 years. I'd be able to hear a song. I could play at least half of it. Maybe not all the fills. I might not be able to do the fills correctly, but I can get the bass beat right away. I'm listening to it, and I can get the beat, right? And I can write it. I can't write it anymore. I don't remember how to do it, but I used to be able to hear a song and then write it out.
That's another level, I feel.
Yeah, with the full kit. Like my dad he's like, if I'm getting you this drum set, you're gonna learn the right way. And I was like, that's fine. You know, so when I would go to these drum classes, they would have me listen to a song, write it out, and then play it in front of them, which is a whole nother level. I have books at my dad's house of songs written out. It was hard. It was hard learning all the different notes and what they look like and shit like that.
I want to learn how to play the piano. And the drums as well, too.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Drumming, I think, is like every kid's thing.
Yeah.
They see Animal and fucking Muppets, and they're like, I want to be that guy. I want to start screaming and slamming the drums. There's 2 instruments I want to play before I die. The piano and the guitar.
Yeah.
There are 2 things I want to learn, because me and Nye would go to Guitar Center for like needles and stuff like that, records, and he could pick up a guitar and play songs. Like he's really good at guitar.
That's awesome. I'd
be like, yo, play Beat It. He'd be like, anybody that plays guitar in a band that I play with, I'm like, play Beat It right now. If you can't play Beat It, you suck. And they all can do it. It's fucking amazing, man. And Eddie Van Halen was like the guitarist on those songs before Michael paired up with like Slash and all. He was like Eddie Van Halen. So like, imagine being able to play a song after the like best guitarist ever. You know, he's like, burn. I was like, how do you do that? Yeah. Like your hands are moving all over the fucking place.
I know, yeah. I question myself watching someone play the guitar. It's just insane.
So I don't know if it's because my pinky is like not long enough, but like when I crab scratch, it's only 3 fingers. It's not 4. So when you're a crab, this describe to Ben and the listeners that aren't DJs, when you hold the fader closed, you use these fingers to click it open to make a different sound. Some people can do all 4. Okay. My pinky's just not long enough. I can't do it. Which is weird because I can touch my pinky to my thumb, but when I'm flicking it, you just can't hear it. You only hear 3. You can't
need
hear
like
4.
a little extender.
Yeah,
extension.
That'd probably be a good invention for DJs. Your pinky extender. You could use it for other things too. I'm sure it could be like a multi-use tool. You know what I mean? So I know you're not a technical DJ, Quigs, but is there anything that you would like to learn that you don't know now?
I mean, we're all learning.
Yeah.
From each other. You know, not everyone knows what, everything. So, just listening to other DJs play, just going out seeing other DJs play, and just listening to what they play.
Yeah.
And learning.
Who's your biggest influence in the city right now?
I have a lot of good guys. A lot of like Punzos, Frankie Punzo, Phil Punzos.
Big house dude.
Yeah.
And what's his show called? Nocturnal?
Nocturnal,
right?
yeah. So, I
gotta get him on.
Yeah,
it'll
be awesome. Yeah. Him and his brother, they really got me.
Maybe I'll have him on and I'll let you co-host that episode.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Yeah, I've known Punzo a long time.
Yeah, Phil and Frankie, they basically got me into like DJing, like beat matching and all that good stuff. So I really like them. But there's so many guys,
Yeah.
Sat One's really good. Nine's good.
Yeah.
We're all,
We all have our niches, that's for sure.
Yeah. And we have a great group of guys, too. So it's always good seeing everyone play, going out and play. So.
Like Ben's favorite DJ is me. So
that's right.
Shameless plug. So where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I would like to be traveling and DJing, even if I'm just playing at like a corner bar in like Chicago or Boston, Just DJing all over the place, because I mean, with what we can do, we can literally pick up and go anywhere.
Yeah,
have to just get your name out there and just network.
Yeah.
So I would like to do that. I would like to travel if I can.
Ben, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I've never rolled like that,
Yeah,
like
same.
I'm not sure. Like I just hope that like whatever I'm doing, like my main goal is like just to be happy, like have my way of life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like just not. I try. I'm pretty laid back, but I don't like all that stress and everything. You know what I mean?
Same. No, I'm the same
as long
way.
as I'm comfortable, I'm having a good time. Like I'm enjoying myself. Like
and
I want to travel.
That's a problem I'm having now, especially with like the relationships you're in and stuff like that. Like I don't really have a plan. Like I just like rolling with the punches, taking it day by day. Like I plan shit, obviously, but like I don't know, man. I feel like if you plan it and you're setting yourself up for disappointment, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you should plan big things. You should save for rainy days, stuff like that. But I don't think I want to plan my future out just yet. I have ideas.
Yeah.
Like I said, at the end of 2023, I want you to be able to hear my voice on the radio in some aspect, whether it's guest spots or something like that. I already did the one thing. I had my dad on the field of the Phillies game this past weekend.
Awesome.
I don't know if you saw that, but
awesome.
That's awesome.
My dad's face in these pictures, man. He was just so happy, like unreal. He got to meet the Fanatic, and I was so mad I didn't have my phone out when he walked in because I know the Fanatic, obviously. So he saw me and he saw my dad. He saw my dad. I talked to him before he got dressed up, and I was like, "Yo, my dad's a big fan." He's like, all right. So when he saw him, he gave him like one of those big kisses, and like that he does. Man. And I didn't have my fucking phone out. And I stayed off my phone a lot that day because I wanted to bring it in. You know what I mean? Experience it. And I had so many family members in the stands that day taking videos from all different angles. I have Fanavision, that's the company I work for inside the Philly Stadium. They're sending me his on everything that he appeared in. They're going to send me that footage. That's why I haven't posted on Instagram. Yeah, I'm waiting for that footage.
That's
but
so awesome.
Yeah, I'm going to make a little reel of that day. And
I'm excited to say it.
Yeah, that was the one thing I wanted to do this year was do that. Yeah, for him, and I did it. So like that was something I planned. Right,
you've been talking about that for a while.
So I was like, that was one thing. So that's something like that I would plan. Right, that's planned.
Of course, yeah.
Right, so it's stuff like that. I'll plan like goals. Like, so that's what I should say. I have goals.
Yeah.
And if I don't reach those goals, I just make them bigger and better for the next year or the year after that. You know what I mean? So,
same thing with me with goals. I'm just goals like these spots that I'm playing at now. I always wanted to do it. I'm just trying to,
Yeah. No, I get that, man. Like,
which is awesome. Just
I've been very fortunate, to play the places that I've been playing. Like I played in Vegas. I played in Minneapolis. Obviously Delaware and Jersey and stuff like that. 5 days supposed to bring me down to Tampa, play down there. Awesome. So there's a couple places I'm very fortunate I've been able to play. I played in Arizona, like very fortunate, which I'm very happy about because I'm just an open format party rock DJ. I'm no one special. You know what I mean? Do I take chances? Yeah, a lot of people wouldn't. Yeah, because you know why? I don't give a fuck. Like it's funny at the Phillies, right? I played All Time Low, Dan Maria, Count Me In, right? One of the first times I ever played it, my producer's like, okay, Tonka. Like, and the whole section's in front of me. You were there, the one game, everybody was singing it.
Yep.
And I was like, all right, I'm on to something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So now I've been dropping pop punk in my sets at the Phillies. And it's been going so well. And it's like, it's tough because pop punk's coming back around. Mm-hmm. Like that's why you're seeing all these tours now. Like Yellow Card's coming to Philly, Newfound Glory with All American Rejects, and they haven't announced yet. And I probably shouldn't say it, but the starting line is going to be doing the Philly shows, which is insane. They're going to be mentioning it after this Adjacent tour.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, which I'm super pumped. Yeah, I was like, that's 3 bands I would love to hear.
Yeah,
in person. So I was like, all right, cool. I'm going to that concert. I'm in. So I'm not a big concert guy. I know we talked about concerts. I'm not a big concert guy. I don't like crowds. But me and Ben went to Warped Tour. AC Beach, we got in for free. The only thing we paid for that day, we didn't even pay for parking. I got free parking too. Right. We didn't pay. The only thing we didn't pay for water either because we knew the water guy. Free day, absolute free day.
Wow.
Walked on because I worked at Bally's Beach Bar. Security let me right on.
That's awesome.
And my buddy Danny, who I met through 9, he works for this H2O company, and it's all about giving out free water to concert goers. We got free Monster water. It was in cans of Monster. It was water though.
Wow.
And we got free water. I don't even think we drank that day. We just drank water all day, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't think we paid for a thing.
Yeah.
We listened to bands all day.
It's hot as hell.
Yeah, we're there for 10 hours, I think. We were there for a long time. But then we left early, so we didn't get any traffic on the way home. And I had a parking slip from Bally's. And we didn't pay for parking either. So we got in the parking lot because I told him I was working at Bally's Beach Bar. Yeah, dude, free day.
That's awesome.
I still look at those videos because that was fun.
That was a great day.
That was fun.
The Offspring, I couldn't believe they sound just as good as you would listen to a recording.
Wow. Yeah, it was so
live.
Good.
It was amazing.
You know who I wasn't I still remember Take It Back Sunday didn't sound good.
Yeah,
that singer has a very high pitched voice. I don't know if you know Take It Back Sunday.
Yeah, I
know. He has a very interesting voice, but live not good. In my opinion, I don't know if it's because he got
Blink
older.
was a little rough too.
Yeah, well, I'm actually interested to hear them now with the original band members,
right?
Because they had that fill-in guy, and he sounded like shit.
Yeah,
so I'm glad they went back to what was his name, Tom something.
Tom
are you? Yeah, that's it. See, I'm terrible. Terrible. Are you into that kind of music?
I like everything.
Yeah, Blink 182 and all.
Yeah, I like all that stuff. Yeah. Red Hot Chili Peppers. I like all kinds of rock.
Yeah,
Alternative.
Red Hot. I used to drop Can't Stop in my middle of my sets. Bow, 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 bow. Because like I try to get creative where you're hearing, like, I used to mix it with Tipsy.
Yeah.
Because the beats and key are kind of the same. So like that was before I was really like concentrating on like certain keys and stuff like that. And I think that's what's making me a better DJ is I'm listening more.
Yeah.
Because like if I'm trying to set myself apart, you need to listen, right? So I'm listening more to music and trying to like be creative with my sets. So that's why I'm like dropping like rock. I'm dropping like random shit just to keep people guessing. You know, I want people to be on the dance floor like, what the fuck's he doing? Like, oh shit! You know what I mean? Because I got this one time. Where was I at? Oh God, where was I at when I did this? I called this dude out. Oh my God, where was it? Because I was allowed to talk on the microphone, so I had to be somewhere I could talk on the microphone. I can't think about where I was, but he had a Dodgers hat on. So I called him out. I was like, shout out to this Dodgers guy that doesn't trust me. And he turned around and he looked at me and he's like, what? I was like, listen, you're hating on it now, but listen. So I mixed Sweet Home Alabama with Ballin', right? I forget. I want to shout out the place, but I forget where I was at.
So you can get creative with the stems and do that stuff.
Yeah, but I like doing it. I like doing it myself.
Well, with the vocal, unless if you have to have the acapella.
Yeah, I don't. I just take the bass out,
yeah.
and then use the high pass filter. I do it the old school way still.
Yeah, no.
Because like stems, you have to like make 3 different versions of a song. No thanks. So I can't remember where. No, I was at Steam Pub.
Okay.
And I called him out. I called this dude out. Everybody was laughing at him because when I dropped it, he like went ape shit. He was like, I see it. I was like, you gotta trust me, man. I'm the DJ.
Yeah.
You're dancing with a chick. I'm not trying to ruin that. Okay. I'm just trying to give you guys a little break. Go to the bar for a sec. Bring them back. You know what I mean? I'm really good at that.
I remember when you guys, I forget which podcast it was on, but when you were talking about that, and someone that doesn't think like that, I didn't realize like that's what was going on. It was just like you're taking a break and like you're allowing people to go to the bar.
Yeah.
Go to the, like, and I was like, holy shit! Like I had no idea that's going on. I've been out like multiple times.
No offense to you, but the newer DJs don't learn like that.
Sure.
Right. So when I was coming up, I was DJing at these places where they wanted you to do that shit. They purposely wanted you to play like Crazy Bitch by Buck Cherry and all to get people to leave the dance floor. Go to the bar, get a drink. You play 2 shitty songs, maybe not shitty, but not dance worthy, and then you play a pop banger and brings them back in, right? So like that was like
happen now though.
No, that doesn't happen now. So like when I do it, it's more for like that wow factor now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But people are still going to the bar when I do it.
Yeah.
There's a reason why I do it, and there's a reason why some managers fuck with me. It's because they know what I'm doing, especially the older managers. They know what I'm doing.
So you think there's a change now where like the younger DJs are not doing that? And
well, it's because they weren't taught that way.
Okay.
Where I was DJing places where I was taught that way. I was taught to do that. I was told, like, you need to do this. So now
they want, we gotta keep them dancing for 4 or 5 hours there.
Which is tough.
Yeah, it's not as easy.
Now I'm relearning now.
I don't know how you guys keep track of what you've already played, and also just like saving stuff for like the end of the night
to not blow your load.
Exactly. I'm like, this is what like.
Yeah, it's tough. Especially you've been with me at Shenanigans. It's a 5-hour shift.
Right. Yeah, that's wild.
That's tough.
5-hour shifts are rough.
Yeah, I'm not built for them anymore. If I'm being honest, I have like a 3-hour window. That's it.
I love the 3-hour gigs.
Yeah,
like the 10 to 2 shifts.
I made a mix that's an hour and a half long. It's all opening stuff. I play that now from 9, if I can get away with it, 9 to like 10:15, 10:20, and then I start playing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all shit I would never play in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
so I'm like, I've updated it too, so it's like pretty current. Good. You know what I mean? I was rocking with one for a while, like pre-COVID mix. It would still work.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're saving songs, right? Like to Ben's point, I'm saving songs, and that sometimes can bite you in the ass if you save them too long.
Yeah.
Because if the night never gets popping, then you can totally fuck yourself for sure. You know what I mean? So my computer did something funny, and you guys brought up something interesting story, and we talked about it earlier. Ben hit it off with your friends that came to that Dayload party.
Yeah.
And you said that kid's like That was was that like a last hurrah?
I think so. I didn't know it was going to be his last hurrah.
Yeah. Because he has a job now where he can't come out, right?
Yeah, he's always on the road. He'll be listening to this.
Oh,
He's
yeah,
sitting in the truck for
What's his
12
name?
hours. Henry
Hey,
Tramp.
shout out to Henry.
Tramp.
And Mo.
Henry and Mo.
Mo was dishing out the
Mo, yeah.
tequila shots.
Oh, man.
Crazy. 12 o'clock, they have bottles, Casamigos. Everyone's like, what the hell's going on?
I love Casamigos, though. Drink that shit like water.
Meanwhile, they're, like you said, they're out for 48 hours.
What's your shot of choice, Ben?
I don't know anymore. I'll whatever someone gets usually, but I don't know. I would say Esplan. I like Esplan.
Yeah, Esplan tequila. What about you, Quigs?
So I've been doing tequila lately. Everybody wants tequila, but if I get a shot, I'll get like green or white tea. I don't know if you ever
What's
had
white
tea.
tea? What's that?
Just vodka instead of Jameson.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's really good. And then my buddy Ronnie T, shout out to Ronnie T. He likes Rumpelman shots. So.
Yeah, I actually asked him to play at Stratus, but he
was
couldn't.
just I was talking to him on the phone. Yeah.
Yeah, I needed someone. People keep canceling last minute, man.
Yeah, I saw this. I saw that this. You got someone cancel this week,
But
or
the people that have been canceling as the people that Stratus wanted me to book.
oh,
Not my guys.
mhm.
Yeah, well, actually, the one time it was because of a wedding client.
Okay.
Pearson had it. He couldn't get So that's a contracted gig, so I totally get it. You know, they extended his thing, so I totally understand that. But they wanted me to book one of their DJs. They wanted to try out, and he backed out. I'm like, how are you gonna do that? I'm never booking that kid again.
Nah, I can't. Once I'm committed, I'm committed.
I'm committed. I'm sick.
I never. That's
My arm's falling off. I'm coming in.
Yeah.
I'm coming in.
Literally just telling somebody. I'm like, there's times that my head was just pounding and pounding and pounding, but you had to do it.
You got to do it.
You know,
and I did that.
You can't just call last minute because most of our friends or other guys that we use are already booked. So.
Yeah, and that's a problem I'm having now is like when someone calls out last minute, who the hell am I going to find? You know what I mean?
I know you hit me up for a few of those gigs.
Yeah.
Hopefully in the future I can pick up one of those
when I take
gigs
over,
at
when I finally take over all of Thursdays, it's going to be fun. I'm going to be I'm hopefully going to be taking that over soon. Like I have Friday, Saturday control, but only like every other Thursday, kind of.
Okay.
Big T she likes Stratus. She's a Stratus goer.
Never been there before.
Yeah.
You want me to book you there? You never come support? What's up?
You're working when I'm working.
Yeah, no. We'll get you. You got to come see me on a Thursday or something.
Yeah.
On there.
I gotta come in like now that it's warm and stuff.
Yeah,
I think it was like still a little early, so it was a little cold out,
a little chilly. It's when it gets warm, it's nice.
Yeah,
it's nice out
I'm
there
excited.
for sure.
Excited to be playing out like Winston on the water.
Yeah, I'm there Saturday.
Yeah,
and there's a fireworks thing at 9:30.
That's so dope. That's your debut there too.
Yeah, I told him that was funny. I made a joke on my Instagram post. I said they even have fireworks to celebrate at 9:30.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, that's for me. No biggie. And I'm gonna play Katy Perry fireworks when it's playing.
Oh.
Real original. I was trying to think of other songs that would go like with that. Maybe like Celebrate or something. I'll just be funny and corny with it. You know. And hopefully it's a good turnout. You know, Memorial Day weekend is sometimes hit or miss here in Philly. You know what I mean? You get the weird people that don't go down the shore sometimes. But I used to do Kavanaugh's River Deck on like random holiday weekends, like July 4th weekend and shit. And I was like, I turned them down this year. I was like, nah.
I did a gig there last year. It was actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a weird crowd there now.
Yeah.
Man. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
That place used to be awesome. I only accepted 2 dates this year. It's unfortunate. I've had to say bye to a couple people that booked me because they didn't want to up my rate. I'm like, I've been DJing 18 years, man. This is my flat rate now. You don't want to pay it, and I'm gonna be off. Yeah, I mean, I have to put my foot down, and thankfully, I've been saying no to some stuff, and it's been opening other opportunities. So
That's great.
I've gotten real lucky, man, and I can just count my lucky stars every day. You know what I mean? So I feel like this is a good time to wrap it up. If you haven't had a chance yet to hear DJ Quiggles. Sorry, I just love that nickname, Quiggles. DJ Quigs, Christopher Quigley. Make sure you go check him out. His Instagram is at DJ Quigs, right?
Yes.
Quigs.
Yes.
Yeah. Make sure you go check him out. He plays all the kind of the same spots I play. Barstool, Wicked Wolf, now Winston on the Water.
Yeah, I'm at the Courtyard.
You're at Patty Wax.
Yeah, Patty Wax.
The Courtyard at Lita.
I'm there tomorrow and Friday.
Yeah, I saw that, 5 to 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think they're trying to try to do a Sips thing.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting there for Sips.
Yeah.
It's a cool little spot in there.
I've never been there yet.
Yeah, it's in the cut. So like you're walking the bar stool. It's like there's like a trap door next to Raw, and that's how you get there.
Me and Smooth walked right through it to get to Wicked Wolf last Thursday.
Oh, really?
But he was like, look outside. This is the courtyards right out. I was like, oh, really?
Can you get to it from both sides?
Yeah, we went on this roll, the 1225 roll on Sansom Street. That entrance. That's where we went in through. So.
Can you get out on
Yeah,
Chestnut?
we just literally walk straight through.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was both sides.
Yeah, you can walk straight through.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Shortcut.
That's kind of cool.
Other than the shortcut for upstairs Barstool and Wicked Wolf.
But I kind of like how a venue has two entrances.
Yeah, that's really awesome.
That helps. That helps a lot, especially with foot traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Saves
like you're
time.
hearing the music and you're looking, you're like, oh shit, what's going on back there? It kind of makes you intrigued to go look, you know? That's dope. So if you haven't got a chance yet, make sure you go check out Quigs, dope DJ, very clean DJ. You actually got to hear him at that Dayload that you came to.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So shout out to Benihana for guest hosting today. Yeah, Mr. Jury Duty himself is back. God, oh man, I feel so bad for you. But we're gonna go crush some wings. Thank everybody for understanding that you know life happens, and I was off last week. But we got 2 episodes left of season 1. So we have episode 19. I think I'm gonna have my buddy Danny Diamonds. You've met Danny a couple times, Danny. I'll probably ask you to co-host that one. Episode 20, he hasn't committed yet, but it should be Nick Spinelli. I'm going to tag him in this episode so he listens to it. He's going to close out season 1. Season 2 is going to start down the shore. I'm going to announce it right here. The name for season 2, Talkin with Tonka on the Bay edition.
Wow.
So I'm inviting people to the shore house for the day. You guys can talk to me during the day. Benny probably won't be co-hosting many episodes because he'll be recording down the shore. Unless you can work with anywhere with Wi-Fi, then maybe we can talk something out. But thanks everybody for tuning in. Catch you guys next week, 8 p.m. Thursday, 8 p.m. Peace.